Oh, he looks cute. Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh no, don't say they're holding hands, bro. Fuck me, man.
Oh, they are holding hands as well.
That's so vile.
Why are these episodes so predictive? Someone needs to change the producers at Too Hot to Handle. Seriously. Because it's always the same people that go on dates. They're always the same people that are being tempted. You have people that have already started to form couples. Why not try and get the other people that are still single to form couples? That way you have more storylines instead of just having Louis and Brie be the main actors, the main characters for this season. Make it make sense. And even the people that they brought. I understand Valentina, although she looks a bit older than most of the guys that are there. But I don't get why they felt the need to bring Christian. Christian is a baby. He should be in college or university, somewhere doing his coursework. But anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Too Hot to Handle, Season 6, Episode 4. So everybody wakes up and they are sort of now thinking, what did Katherine and Louis do in the private suite? And it's like, what do you expect? They're two of the horniest people I've ever seen. So chances are, as I said, Louis can turn on even a stone. And I'm surprised because everybody goes to the cabana and Louis comes with Katherine and it's revealed that they didn't break any rules. And it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? She had her legs wide open for him. He was saying to her, be prepared. What are we saying? Are we saying seriously they didn't break? I don't buy it. I think Louis and Katherine broke rules, but because Lana still needs him in the resort, she's going to say that he didn't break any rules because it doesn't make sense. Everything they were doing, spanking each other, kissing each other, whatever they were doing, that's rule breaks. It's bordering on rule breaks. Unless they've given them a guide to say, you can go as far as this and then that's it. If you go any further, you're breaking a rule. I don't get it. Because I personally feel like they were going to break rules. And everybody assumed they'd already broken rules. Everybody assumed that. Because they know how horny Louis is. And Katherine, sadly, is not any better. Anyway, Lana then reveals that, there are two more guests coming in, Valentino and Christian, and so they have chosen who they want to go on a date with. And it's like, seriously, there are too many people inside at the moment. Why do you keep piling on more people? Besides, you've only had one guest leave. Make that make sense? I don't think that room is enough unless they're going to shift it around and put more beds in it. It doesn't make sense. So it's then revealed that Christian has decided to go on a date with Katherine and Valentino has decided to go on a date with Demari. And it's like, I always don't get it whereby people go on a date with people already in couples. Why not let them go on dates with people that are not in couples? So does it mean that everybody else, Kalisha and Gianna, are just background actors or what? Make it make sense. They're very beautiful girls. Give them the opportunity to go on dates. I don't get how Katherine can come from the private suite straight to a date. Make that make sense. What do I think? I think it's just the drama. The concept of Too Hot to Handle, I think it's becoming too overproduced. The producers need to take a step back, a big step back, and allow the participants to just do what they want. And then guide them occasionally if they think they're going overboard. But because at the moment it's so staged, you can tell what is happening, what's about to happen, what's happening next. So because Katherine and Demari are going on a date, they then banish Brie and Louis, and it's like, make it make sense. Why are we banishing them? Are we trying to get them to spend money because they want to spy on their partners? We've already done that. Why would we do that? Oh, we want to see if it's out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, but still, it doesn't make sense. Personally, it doesn't make sense. I think they should have gone with people that are single, people like Chris and one of the girls, either Joanna or Kalisha, and then seen how they performed under pressure. That would make more sense to me instead of sending people that are already in couples and are already working on a connection. And you have Brie. Brie is unhappy. Brie is unhappy because this is a second go round in Banishment. And Banishment is just a room where you just sit in there and you don't do anything unless you've been given a task or unless you're watching the screen. So I don't think it was fair. I understand why she's upset. I don't think it's fair for her to continue to be sent to Banishment. It seems like it's sort of like them picking on someone, even though they're using the rationale of, oh, we want to see if her partner can cope without her. And it's like, so are you punishing her for having a connection with someone then? You have Valentina go on a date with Demari and Katherine go on a date with Christian. And I'm confused as hell. I don't even know where to start. Because the people they go on dates with are totally different to the people that are in banishment. In the sense that Brie is a black woman and Valentina is a Latina woman. Their body types, everything is totally different. You have Louis, who's mixed race, with Christian, who is a white guy with blue eyes, and you're having Katherine say Christian is her type, and it's like, if that's your type, what are you doing with Louis? Demari is saying Valentina is my type, and it's like, so what are you doing with Brie? Make it make sense, because the math ain't mathing. What is it that you like about those two people that are in banishment that makes you feel like, oh, these are the people that you like, and suddenly you see your type and your type doesn't match with what you're currently matched yourself with in banishment at the moment? Make it make sense. I feel like with Demari, he just was in a connection of convenience with Brie. That's the impression that I get. Because if he is saying Valentina is his type, then Valentina doesn't match with Brie. So which tells me that he's just with Brie because that's the only connection he has, and that's the only person who's sort of shown him interest. Because he is tempted into kissing Valentina, and it's like, you've been with Brie for how long? You haven't kissed her. She kissed Chris, but you haven't. Oh yeah, he did kiss her when she followed him and wanted a kiss from him on day one, but that was just it. And since then, he hasn't kissed her, and he hasn't shown any signs that he's physically attracted to her. So to tell me now that Valentina is his type tells me that he was only humoring Brie because she really found him attractive, and he's really not that into her. And it's like, if you're not that into her, why are you humoring her? Why don't you let her go and be with Chris? Because Chris hasn't said she's not his type, whereas you are saying she's not your type through your words and your actions. I don't get it. So the new arrivals had been given an hour in which to tempt the two guests they were sitting with, and they couldn't. And for me, I feel like Katherine with Louis is a man, Christian is a baby. From the way he looks, yeah, he's got a physical body of a man, but his facial features sort of are those of a little baby. And so Christian sort of leans into trying to get, to know Katherine more, asking her about her job, her family and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but I thought this was too hot to handle. Why is it she's not physically wanting to rip your clothes off? Because we saw what she did with Louis. We saw how she was all over the place and couldn't settle down. It was like she had ants in her pants. So make it make sense that how do we go from that to her sitting there and telling you her life story and then telling us that she's attracted to you? I don't get it. I really don't. So I don't understand why we're even pretending like there is a connection there. After the hour runs out, Lana then offers them an opportunity to extend another 30 minutes. They don't have to pay for it. It's just that their partners will stay in banishment until they're released. They take the 30 minutes, and in the next 30 minutes, that's when you have Demari finally get a kiss from Valentina. He was tempted, and somehow he jumped at the sight of temptation. And it's like, you have no self-control. You really have no self-control. After the 30 minutes runs out, because with Christian, he was unable to sort of entice Katherine into a kiss. And it's like, because she's not physically attracted to him, maybe his features look like the type she's dated on the paper, but in his presence, there doesn't seem to be an attraction there. So Katherine is offered the opportunity to release Louis or stay another 12 hours with Christian, and she decides to release Louis. And it's like, but you were saying Louis seems more a sexual thing. It doesn't seem like there's any sort of effort to get to know you as a person. So why are you releasing him? If you have someone who's trying to get to know you as a person, make it make sense. Demari is offered the same, and he's sort of struggling to make a decision. He's sort of and ahhing. So Lana has to tell Brie that you have to stay in banishment, but Louis can leave because we're waiting for Demari to make a decision. And it's like, Demari doesn't want to look bad. If he had his way, he would keep Valentina. That's the impression that I get. It seems that's the type of person that he likes. And so he's sort of dabbling and sort of questioning, what do I do next? What won't get me in trouble? In my opinion, I feel like Kalisha should have been the one that went on the date with Christian, because she would have liked him, in my opinion, and he would have liked her, and something might have happened. But in regards Katherine, she's too old for him. She really is. So Katherine is the first one to return. You have the guests just sitting out on the terrace, and then Katherine returns with Christian. They're holding hands. Louis is already back, and Louis is anxious that why are they holding hands? Catherine introduces Christian to the girls. The girls are not impressed. As I said, his face is too babyish. So the girls, since they say they are horny and they want someone who's sexually attractive, I don't think they would be attracted to him. Even Kalisha said, nah, he's not her type. She doesn't really feel anything for him. And so it's like, why did they bring him? Why did they bring him, knowing that the girls that are there are older and want a man and not a small boy? So I don't get it. The producers, that was bad. He looks amazing, but he's not attractive, if you get what I mean. There's none of that that makes you think, oh my god, this man is good looking. Yeah, he's good looking for a teenager or someone in their early 20s, but that said, you need a proper man. And then the girls are now wondering, where is Bree? Because Louis is back. Where's Bree? And then Bree eventually comes and she tells them that, she had to wait for Demari to give the go-ahead for her to be released, and the girls are happy to see her, and she sort of explains what happened. And it's like, I don't understand why she's that upset. On the day she kissed Demari, she kissed Chris. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, because you have Demari come back and he lets the guys know that, well, he doesn't let the guys know. It's Valentina who actually lets the guys know that she's kissed, Demari. And the guys are sort of excited. They're all over the place. And then the girls overhear this. And now you have Bree upset. And she storms inside with Gianna. And it's like, why are you upset? On the day you were sent to banishment, it was because you had kissed two guys. You don't have a leg to stand on for you to argue with him and tell him that, why did you do that? Because you opened the door to sort of betrayal and cheating. So you can't be offended when somebody else does exactly the same thing that you did. So you might as well just sit down and just wait to hear what he says. Eventually, Demari summons the courage. I don't know whether he was given the signal that it's time for you to go. And it's like, I don't get what she likes about Demari. I really don't. I actually think Chris is more of a man. He's got manly features than Demari. So I don't get why Bree feels that way. And the way she talked to him, she was so parental in the way she was addressing him. Look me in my eyes when you talk to me. Do this, that. Will you call yourself a man? And just like, seriously, it's not that deep. The two of you have barely been together for a week. You don't need to talk to him like that. Just ask him, okay, you kissed her, you've kissed me. Who do you like best? Tell me now. Don't waste my time. That way I can make decisions for myself as well. If you say you like her, I'm good. If you say you like me, then we have to talk about the kiss and why you felt the need to kiss her. Was it just like me experimenting, or was it because you were physically attracted and there was something there that you wanted to check? Make it make sense. I feel that's what they should have said. I think that's the conversation they should have had instead of her being upset. So now it's left on a cliffhanger for episode 5. I don't know. At least the scenes are less awkward now. In episode 1 and 2, it was awkward. It was like watching paint dry. So at least now the cast are more comfortable. So they're sort of better at sort of performing or whatever they're trying to do. I can't wait to see what comes up in episode 5, but it's still not as good as previous seasons, though. It's still not as good as previous seasons. They need to change something. Anyway, I digress. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In my video to watch my review from episode 3. Bye, guys.